Hello. Hey, it's Tay with Mom on the Spectrum, and today we are going to be stimming together. it doesn't have to involve fire, but I figured while I was getting everybody here and while we were letting everybody join, that I would start with a little visual stim, a candle. I love candles. Oh my gosh, I had the lighting so good in here, and the sun is like changing right now, so. Oh my gosh. Hi, good evening, Passaggio al Lavello. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so I've got a candle going. This is such a great scent. It's Harvest Brunch. It smells like pumpkin and bread, and it makes me hungry. But anyways, I'm so glad that y'all are here. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Suanne. Suanne, I'm glad you're here because this actually was inspired by you because I did my first ever live the other day. And afterwards, hi, Kyle, you made it. Hello. Afterwards, Suyanne was like, I just had to tell you that it took me, I can't remember exactly what you said. You said you had been stimming, like to come down from the live event that we had. And I thought that is such a cool idea, like that we could maybe stem together. Because I think a lot of us, I mean, we stem every day, right? Whether or not we realize that we're doing it. But I was thinking, how cool would that be to have like a kind of a guided STEM session for whoever wants to join? And then this video will be here at a later date. You can come back and STEM anytime because I think part of STEMming, it can be kind of like intimidating maybe sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like I need to do more than I let myself do, especially like if I'm in a public place. So today I just want to invite you to be super comfy. Like I'm in sweatpants and comfortable clothes. And I'm going to share like a few visual stems, a few auditory stems. And then if you have a yoga mat or something comfortable to sit on, I'm going to transition down to the floor in a minute and I'm going to play a song. So I just want to invite y'all to do whatever feels good on your end. Like you can do some of the things that I'm doing, you're welcome to do that, or you can just completely do your own thing and we can all kind of be together, stemming and kind of relieving some tension and stress that's in our body. Kyle says, what are people's favorite stems? Personally, I walk in circles a lot and just pace. Awesome. I love to walk really fast. Like I could walk forever. I loved whenever my husband and I went to New York City a couple years ago and we just walked all day and I loved it. I was pregnant and that made it harder, but I love walking. So I'm interested to hear what other people's favorite stems are too. So feel free to be sharing that in the comments. I also thought maybe, I'm gonna set this down for a second. Some of you might want to wear headphones and do your own thing. You might just want to keep the stream on and know that you're not alone. But I'm going to be playing some music in a minute. I like music with a lot of bass in it, and a really good like beat. So I'm going to turn that on in a minute and kind of do some movements and stuff to stem to that. So whatever you want to do, hand flapping, swaying, looking at my motion bubbler. What is a motion bubbler? I stem by playing with my hair. Yeah, I play with my hair all the time. That's like one of my number one stems. So I'm glad that we're talking about this. So this is my definition of it. Stimming is any form of physical movement that helps energy leave our body. So people who aren't on the spectrum stim also. I think we all have different ways that we stim, whether or not we realize it. I've had a couple of stems that haven't been great for me. Like I pick at my nails a lot. If I don't have any toys or anything around me, I'll pick at my nails and sometimes I pick at them too much until they hurt. I also bite my lip sometimes until it bleeds. That's not good. So I've tried to have more stimming toys around, but the goal is to, well, I don't know if there's like a goal with stimming, but usually you will find yourself doing it if you're overwhelmed or if you've taken in a lot of things through your senses, like a lot of sound, unpleasant taste in your mouth if you ate something you didn't like, unpleasant touch. Like I think for a lot of us, I'd be interested to hear this in the comments. I think for a lot of us, we prefer like a firm, more like deeper touch rather than like a light touch, because a light touch, honestly, for me is really upsetting. And I've heard that from other people as well. Whitney has her thinking putty with her right now. And Passaggio a livello plays with normal plastic objects. A motion bubbler is this little plastic thing. When you turn it upside down, it drops colored bubbles. They float down. It's usually two different colors that overlap. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Gemma likes deep pressure too. So, whenever we take things in through the senses that are upsetting, our body needs to regulate, and we do that by stimming. So I think one of the goals for me is to recognize when I do things that are not good for me, like grinding my teeth during the day or picking at my nails or biting my lip, to transition into something that doesn't hurt, that actually is more even fun even. I mean, stimming can really be anything physical that you do with your body. So there's a lot of different ways we can explore that, and I would love to hear more in the comments. Deep pressure, pick at cuticles and bite my lips too. Yeah, so maybe today we can kind of explore some less self-destructive stims. So a candle, I especially love to have these out like at night after the kids are in bed. I mean, my kids are old enough now, they don't bother them, but I just find it really relaxing um, at night to have this because I can be really still and just watch the flame. It's really mesmerizing to me. Okay, the other thing about stimming is I think sometimes we might not realize that we need it. So one thing that I've realized is like sometimes I'll get this feeling like I need to crawl out of my skin, and it won't hit me until I'm like, why am I so frustrated? Why am I so agitated? Why am I not comfortable? And I think in those situations, a lot of times stimming is a really great way to kind of combat that feeling of needing to crawl out of my skin. So let's see. Massages are my love language. Yes. That's like whenever I get Christmas money or birthday money, I go get massages and I always ask for deep pressure. And I think like you might hear my family in there. My massage therapist, she calls me like a tiny little bird. I guess I'm tiny, I don't know. And she's always surprised like how much pressure she can give me because I love it. Like that's my love language. I love it so much. Um, so definitely massages. But yeah, we can feel silly sometimes when we stim, and that's part of why I wanted to make this video because I'm definitely going to look a little silly whenever we're doing some of the things that we're going to do today. So I want you to know that you're not alone. And stimming is a really great thing to do to help yourself feel calmer and de-stress, and it's really important to do it regularly. Okay, so with that said, let me make sure I get all my stuff on my checklist. Somebody also mentioned, I think, in a comment on the community channel, community page, just the importance of remembering to stim after a big event or something that's really stressful. So if you have something on the calendar that you know, like, oh, this is going to require a lot of energy and a lot of my resources, you're going to want to plan like a recovery time where you could do some stimming that will help you feel better before you get to that point of like, oh my gosh, why do I feel antsy like this? You want to make sure that you're planning time to stim. Okay, some rules for right now. Don't take yourself too seriously. I want you to explore different ways to stim, maybe something that you've never done before. Just try to laugh. Even if you don't feel like smiling right now, maybe just give me one smile, because a smile really does, there's been these studies and like it boosts endorphins in your brain. So if you're having a hard time or having a hard day, I'm just going to smile at you and I hope that you'll smile back at me. And that's one way that we can kind of all get on the same page here together. Okay, so ground rules: don't take yourself too seriously. Just get curious about what feels good. Your body might kind of tell you that it wants to do something that you haven't done before, or that might feel a little bit silly. But I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to put myself out there and I'm going to look silly. So try to look as silly as me. Try something new. I love the suggestions. Jared, are you here? Oh my gosh. Jared is here. The Jared Rogers. Hello, Jared. Okay. Oh, good. He's smiling. Oh, this is something I brought over here, Jared, since you're here. Okay. I was getting some stuff together for stimming, and I realized that I love this sound. I love the way that it feels. I love the way that it smells. I love the way that it sounds. And Jared, it made me think of you because look what I'm reading. Wayne Dyer, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. Living the Wisdom of the Tao. It's a great book. Yay, I'm seeing lots of smiles over there. So if you have a book, I don't know, does anybody else find this just so soothing? Yes, Sue Ann says, oh, I love this. I love this. So I hope y'all are stimming over there with me. Okay, I've got another stim coming up. Remember, there's like limitless things that you can do to stim. I'm gonna pick my cat up in a second. Beltry's over there. I grabbed this off my Christmas tree. You can spin things. Isn't that great? That's so awesome. Does anybody else like to spin shiny things? It's kind of catching the sun too, which is really nice. Does anybody have like a set color scheme for their Christmas decor? Mine's black and white, but my daughter's not very happy about that. She wanted to add red, so. Okay. And then hopefully everybody knows about these. Oh, the lighting has got so weird in here, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see. I love the sound of these. And they have them in all different colors, all different shapes. I've seen some that are like literally like this big. The kids aren't allowed to bring them to school because the kids go crazy over these little poppets. But let's see if you can hear it. And they have, this one has the alphabet on it. I don't know if you can really tell. So they're really great for kids. It's hard for you to find stimming toys. I wonder, there's a lot on Amazon, but I'm not really like familiar with Amazon's availability in other places. I don't know. The sound is definitely amazing. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get down on my yoga mat. And I would invite you, infinite bubble wrap. Yes, bubble wrap is amazing. I'm going to invite you to also get on the floor if that is comfortable to you. I've got my yoga mat over here. I don't know if you can see it. It's I do it for the tacos because I love tacos. Okay, so you just need to be on like a soft surface if possible. But something I really like to do, angle the camera down a little bit. I don't know, it's really simple. Make sure you're not going to hurt yourself, guys. Just feels really good to be in the ground. It feels kind of ridiculous doing this on YouTube. I'm not going to lie. I would say maybe this is my go-to, like whenever I just feel like super antsy, I'll just go in my closet and just, because it's like you're just putting energy, you're just getting energy out and you can hit really hard and it just feels really nice. You can also lay on your back, and I really like doing this too. Please tell me you look ridiculous like me. And see, now, like at this point, I'm realizing I needed this more than I thought I did. Because you might realize whenever you're stimming that you start feeling like less stressed or less anxious, which is kind of what's happening now with this weird combination of like this, awareness that I'm doing this on YouTube. But anyways, you can also rock like a ball. Super challenging, not really. It's just like what it sounds like. But this is a really great way to get some energy out of your body. But yeah, I really just like this feels so good. Just doing it with like a flat foot. And then you can do both of them together. And then you can even bang your hands here. Okay, there's that. Now what I wanted to do is I was going to turn on a song, and it might be kind of weird because I don't like it's live stream. What is everybody saying over here? Love the mat. Yeah, my best friend got it for me. Suzanne has an 8-month-old on your lap. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing most of that with an 8-year-old. You live in an apartment. Oh my gosh. So my husband and I used to live on the second floor of an apartment, and we used to do P90X, which if you don't know what P90X is, like a really intense workout program with something called plyometrics, which is literally jumping, like jump training. We were probably like the worst neighbors ever because we did it in our apartment. I think that the person was like working whenever we did it, so I feel less bad. But anyways, you can do it a little more gently and still get some energy out. Whitney, you're laughing at me. It's okay. I'm sure there's alternatives that would spare the neighbors. Yeah, and that's part of what this live feed is for too. Why am I out of breath? Is like sharing comments and ideas, because I'm sure there's many others of you who live in apartments who have some ideas. Jim, I use Stim by mouth clicking. Yes, and I also like going. I really like doing that. Somebody's creating an earthquake in their apartment with these sounds. I love it. Okay, so I was gonna turn on a song, and I like songs with like bass and like a solid beat. I don't know how this is gonna come through since I'm live and I'm gonna do this on my phone, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Will y'all tell me, can you hear this? Like, give me some sense of what's happening on the other side of the screen. Is that like really loud? That's okay, you don't need to hear myself. So you can put on your headphones if you don't want to focus, but I'm just gonna sort of like move and so I'm just gonna get up in your room. Also, like in high school, I used to bang my head a lot. Be careful because it can hurt your neck, but it's kind of okay. Thank you for indulging me on that. Now I'm gonna be out of breath again. I have one more thing that I want to share with you that is equally ridiculous. Two more things. some of you already said this, that you like doing like vocal stems. So the drum, oh yeah, djembes are awesome. Drums in general, I really like drums. Okay, so making sounds with our mouth can also be stimming. So like humming, you could hum, you could just hold one pitch. That can be kind of like a focusing thing too. Like we use that in yoga sometimes to focus and kind of clear our minds. And then the other thing that I was going to share with you, it's really strange, okay? It's something called lion's breath. And if you haven't done it before, you're going to think that I'm joking, but it's a real thing. Again, it's like part of yoga practice. It's really great for getting emotions out of the body. Thank you, Jared. Like while I'm doing these things, I'm like, oh my goodness, but y'all have all been so awesome. And I know that we all like to stim. So I think part of it is like destigmatizing stimming, right? It's just moving. Okay. Okay. But lion's breath, it's really interesting. Okay. But it is a really great way to get emotions that are stuck like out of your body. So I'm going to do it maybe one time facing the camera, but then afterwards, I'm just going to do it to the side. What I really want for you to do at home is at least try it one time. Okay. Does anybody know? Okay. Whitney knows what the lion's breath is. So you do it really strong while I'm doing it, and I will feel your energy here in Texas. Okay. So I'm going to bring this, let's see, down. Okay. So with lion's breath, move my taco mat. Okay. Probably going to do it by yourself. Okay. You can get on all fours. And you're going to kind of move forward, and you're going to do this like into the ground or into the mat. You're going to stretch your tongue out, like this. Stretch your tongue out, look up to the ceiling, and like stretch your face out while sighing out, okay? So you can kind of practice just like rocking back and forth. And then when you come to the mat, you're going to go. So tongue down, tongue out. Eyes up, you're stretching your face, and you breathe out like into the mat. If you do it, I promise it'll help you feel better. Okay, so actually there's YouTube videos where people are like up close in front of the camera doing it, so at least I'm not doing that, but if you do lion's breath, it really just helps you like get stuff out of your body. And when you stretch your face, it can help too, because a lot of times we keep tension like here, all through this region. So lion's breath really helps with that. Did anybody do that with me? Did anybody do lion's breath or try it for the first time? Anybody do it? Okay. Well, hopefully y'all have been able to stim a little bit alongside me. And I don't know if this might be helpful for you to come back to in the future. Like you could just turn the video on and know that like I'm being ridiculous, and you can be ridiculous with me and stim however you want to stim. But just know like whatever you feel like you need to do to help your body feel better, that's okay. As long as you're not hurting anybody, right? It can look silly, it can look weird. Just make sure that you're in a safe space and that you're not going to hurt anybody when you do the things that you're doing. Maybe you learned a few new ideas this time around. Keep commenting if you have more ideas for some of your other favorite stems. Like I'm going to figure out what that bubble thing is that we learned about today. That's amazing. I'm also trying to get, first of all, my breath. I'm also trying to get those t-shirts purchasable. I'm trying to find a company that makes them sustainably and ethically, like they're well-resourced and everything. And I'm going to get those done because a lot of you have commented on them. And if you have any more ideas for different t-shirts that you want to see made, I would love to get some more of those made up. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to make a spoon theory video for later this week. And if you would check out the description in this video for ways that you can support the channel. So many of you who are in the comments, y'all are already like amazing supporters. So thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for subscribing. I love being here. I love interacting with y'all. And if you think of any other questions or any other ideas, please come back to this video and share them in the comments. And I will do my very best to respond to all of those. But thank y'all so much for being here. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And I will see you later. I have to do one more little stem. Okay. Bye. You'll have a great night.